Yeah, that's
Hey
great.
everybody, I'm
believe
making
they
my
haven't
granddaughter a
got a lead
ruffle
or
hat.
anything.
So what I did was just make the bucket.
There's a lot going on,
and,
I'll say.
At the bottom
So
for
this
the
is
brim,
just part of
I'm
the process.
Here's my
three
card before I forget, in
rows.
case you have anything else or
So the
need to
three
reach out.
rows is
My
every
email and
single
phone number's on there.
loop,
Find that
every
fool.
single
Yes,
chain
and he
gets
needs to die.
3
Yeah,
double crochets in it.
Capital
Well,
punishment.
So I'll show you real
I wish
quick.
we did that more often, to be honest
Yeah,
with
I'm
you.
gonna
Yeah,
go
I
into
mean,
this one
you know,
right
if he gets out, he's
here.
gonna do it again. You can't
Okay,
cure
Don't
that.
fix that,
I'm
yeah.
going
Don't fix it.
one.
I agree. Okay, you're good there. I'm gonna come up here soon. I know this is a pain in the ass, man, but
Two.
I definitely appreciate it.
So you guys think this is a random thing? Or?
Now I'm gonna go in
I want to say
3.
no. I
This
do.
all goes
Well,
into the same
but
one.
From what I've heard,
And when you keep
the guy
doing
down
that,
in
it
that new
starts
house over
creating
there,
this bent pattern.
a
So it
couple
just
others,
starts
I've
bending
been
by
out here having
itself.
my cigarette.
Sure.
It makes a
I
crazy
hear-
ruffle buff.
I think the brother did it before
ruffles
arrested him
or
in a couple,
whatever.
3 days.
Anyways, I wanted to tell you
You think
guys,
the brother
I'm
did it?
so
Yeah.
freaking excited because where I live, we're very
Reason why
country. So we go on
That's just speculation.
these floats on the creek. What I was telling you guys before. And so it's been a whole fiasco every time we go because so the first year I went, I got drunk and accidentally fell asleep and actually blacked the fuck out on the creek for 2.5, 3 hours. Thankfully, I was bungee corded to other people that were my friends, so we formed this big cluster of people, 10 of us. So thankfully, I didn't get lost on the creek. So then last year when we went, I blew up my raft and we got into the creek, and the creek is like a river. It's like a really long creek and it's gorgeous. It's super wide and there's so much beautiful wildlife and stuff like that. But so last year when I got in, there were a bunch of leaves and shit on my raft, and I went like this to sweep them off, and a freaking fish hook went into I don't know if you guys can see that white dot on see that white stripe dot? It went in there, and it was in there, the end didn't come out. It was in there. So all these people, nobody had any freaking tools to get it out, and I was screaming because it was attached to the raft, and the raft kept trying to go down with the current. So it was ripping at my hand. I was like, ah, the whole way. But so finally I got out the creek. They just cut the raft and let it fucking go. And I got out the creek with the string and the hook in my hand. And they literally had to cut my hand open with a pair of scissors, random scissors that... Thankfully, I survived the hook in my hand, but the hook wasn't the painful part. Was, first of all, it being attached to the raft and the raft being taken by the current down the creek while I'm like, holy shit. And then the second part was them literally chopping at my hand with rusty scissors. But then, so I get home and I'm looking at the page for the event or whatever, and everybody's posting their pictures up, and some guy's like, yeah, I got in the creek and immediately got a fish hook in my foot, but I went right to the hospital and got a tetanus shot. I guess I'll see you guys next year. And I was thinking to myself, you fucking loser. You missed the whole float for a fucking fish hook. And I sat there risking tetanus and all kinds of rusty ass fucking diseases just for the sake of drinking and getting stoned on the creek for 5 fucking hours and listening to reggae and fucking Steely Dan and freaking America and Janis Joplin and reggaeton and salsa and whatever the fuck you want.